2 people killed inside of a bodega. On Wednesday, we had a stabbing incident behind me in this bodega, and early yesterday there was a shooting inside of a Williamsbridge bodega where a 20-year-old young man lost his life. The reason why we're here is because as bodega owners and as bodega representatives, we need for everyone in this city to understand that these bodegas are community centers. They're not just bodegas where people go in and buy something. When someone is running away from a problem, they run into a bodega because we're everywhere, okay? We provide more evidence for crimes that are committed inside and outside of bodega than any other small business in New York City. Yet, we are still asking our legislators, we are still asking those people that we elected into office to make it mandatory that every bodega should have a panic button that's monitored live at NYPD headquarters, okay? Whenever there's a shooting in a bodega, whenever there's a stabbing in a bodega, if there's a panic button that is pressed, it will give NYPD enough time to get to the place where this happened and make an arrest or save a life or do something. We were offered $5 million from Governor Hogan. We've never seen those $5 million for panic buttons. We were offered by Councilman Felix, who came to one of our press conferences and said that he would get us a few $1 million to install panic buttons inside of bodegas. That's never happened. Assemblyman George Alvarez just submitted a bill right. Okay? But the problem that we're having is we have Assemblyman George Alvarez who just introduced a bill in Albany to make it law, mandatory, that bodegas have a panic button. Guys, this isn't a luxury. This is a life-saving tool that will only be used in case there's an emergency. Commissioner Jessica Tisch needs to know that we need her. We don't need promises. We need the NYPD to do something. You have 2 young men that died in the last 48 hours inside 2 bodegas, one in Manhattan and one in the Bronx. That's unacceptable. And every week, every day, we can hold a press conference to go over the problems that occur inside a bodega. We only come out when it's urgent, and this is urgent. Mayor Eric Adams has supported what we are putting forth here today, but he can't do it alone. He needs a city council, okay, to stop looking at all the nonsense that they look at every single day and look at real things that are happening in the city. We need for our legislators, we need for our governor to govern and to do what's right for these small businesses in New York City. If you promise $5 million, don't say it's tax breaks. We don't need tax breaks. We need cash. We need cash to save lives, to save the lives of the people who vote you into office. So, number 1, Commissioner Tisch, we need you. We need for you to work with us. We don't need for you to announce in press conferences with people that do not represent bodega owners programs that you want to do. Instead, call United Bodegas of America, who's here every day and every time there's an incident trying to save lives, both inside and outside of the bodegas, right? Guys, We are begging you to help us. New York City residents are begging you for help. The families that lost these two individuals on Wednesday and Thursday of this week need you. Okay, so please listen to what we're saying. Let's stop pandering. You have the money. We elected you to help us. Don't come to us during election period asking us to help you and support you if you don't help us and support us every day of the year when we really need it. Nosotros estamos aquí hoy pidiéndole a las autoridades, a los electos oficiales, como el concejal Félix, que nos ofreció millones de dólares que iba a someter al Consejo Municipal para ayudar a poner botones de pánico en la bodega. Todavía eso no ha sucedido. Ni siquiera se ha hecho el esfuerzo. El asambleísta Álvarez sí sometió un proyecto de ley en Albany que puede ayudar a los bodegueros a instalar un botón de pánico para ayudarlos cuando hay una emergencia. En los últimos 2 días han muerto 2 jóvenes. Uno ayer a balazos en el Bronx y uno aquí el miércoles que fue apuñalado. Estas son personas que no debieron de haber muerto. Si nosotros tenemos un botón de pánico, podemos avisarle a la policía. Le pedimos a la comisionada Tish que en vez de hacer conferencias de prensa con personas que no representan a los bodegueros, anunciando proyectos para protegerlos, le pedimos a ella que monitoree en vivo lo que sucede en una bodega cuando se le da un botón de pánico. Nosotros agradecemos al alcalde Adams porque él sí nos ha dado apoyo, pero él no lo puede hacer solo. Él necesita el Consejo Municipal. Y el Consejo Municipal de la ciudad tiene que empezar a ponerle atención a los pequeños negocios, a las bodegas, porque somos centros de comunidades, tanto como lugares donde la gente va y compra huevo y leche y cerveza, etc. Nosotros les rogamos a todos aquellos electos oficiales que por favor nos presten atención. Conmigo está el presidente Radamés Rodríguez y están los miembros de la directiva de UBA, Bodegueros Unidos de América, básicamente rogándole a la ciudad que nos ayude. Let's stop the killings. We don't want to get up tomorrow and know that another person got killed in a bodega. We need to stop it. If there are any questions, I will gladly answer them.
Senor, can you tell us, this what happened yesterday? This was the stabbings. There are 2 incidents, right?
Yes, this was Wednesday.
This one was Wednesday. Is this where you mentioned that, I know one of the bodega workers quit on the spot. Was that this one or in Williamsbridge? And did you tell me about what happened with that?
It was probably in both bodegas that employees quit. When they see this type of violence occurring right in front of them, they're scared. They're nervous. You know, it's like it's hard enough to get employees to want to work in bodegas because bodegas are not safe havens like they should be. And the people responsible for that are our elected officials. We need their help. Public advocate. You're supposed to advocate for the people of New York. Where are you? We've never seen you. The borough presidents, where are they? We've never seen them. Do we really need these offices? Do we really need these appointments? You know, this is the biggest problem we have, is that very few people come out and support the workers that are working in these bodegas.
Have you had, I know it's a lot, but have you had a chance to speak with the owners or workers at either of these 2 bodegas involved?
Yes, we have. Our representatives have,
Okay.
and they're scared. They're nervous. They want a panic button. They know that that could be a life-saving tool for them. If someone walks into a bodega with a gun and is robbing the cashier and he's in the back with a panic button, he can surprise that gunman by pressing a button and the cops coming immediately. But we can't do that unless NYPD's command center can see live every time a panic button is pressed. We're not saying dispatch them for a looter or someone that's stealing a bag of potato chips, saying dispatch them when there's a gun or there's a knife or someone's life is in danger. It's common sense.
Mateo, esta bodega tenía el panic button, la del Bronx la tenía, y por qué ha sido tan difícil que se instalen en todas las bodegas de la ciudad.
Ninguna de estas dos bodegas tenían el botón de pánico. Ninguna. Nosotros nos donaron 50 botones de pánico y lo pusimos en las zonas más calientes de la ciudad, de Brooklyn, Queens, el Bronx. Y 50 no es suficiente. Hay 15,000, 20,000, 25,000 bodegas en la ciudad de Nueva York. 50 no va a ser poco, pero por lo menos nosotros conseguimos empezar el esfuerzo para que entonces la ciudad y los electos oficiales vengan y nos ayuden económicamente para asegurar que todas las bodegas lo tengan y que sea ley que tengan esos botones de pánico.
¿Cómo es en inglés? Por favor, contésalo en inglés.
And if you've seen results, or have they been used in any of these?
Yes, we've seen results. We've installed 50 of them. But this is a city that has 25, 30,000 bodegas. So 50 is a drop in the bucket. But those 50 that have the panic buttons are in critical, needed hotspots of the city. Okay, they're in the most dangerous areas of the city. And yes, we have pressed the panic button numerous times. Police response has been very slow, if any. And it's only because we're not connected directly to NYPD's command center. When there's a button pressed, boom, the cameras of the bodega pop up. And they see what's happening in real time. This technology, it's simple. But we need panic buttons to be in every bodega.
Does it connect to now? Precinct that is
No, it's connected to a calling center that calls 911, and then 911 dispatches the police to the site. But by the time that happens and all the questions are asked, people die and people get away with committing a crime. And it can all be avoided. It's technology, it's easy.
Fernando, explica eso en español, por favor. En un botón ideal que estén todos los botones de pánico instalados en cada bodega, se necesita esta tecnología porque no hacemos nada nuevo. Tenemos que tener la conexión. Explícanos.
No, tener el botón de pánico no tiene significancia si no está conectado directamente al centro de control de la policía de Nueva York, donde ellos pueden ver en vivo cuando se toca el botón, ¡pum! La bodega aparece, las cámaras adentro y las cámaras afuera. Y así la policía puede ver ellos mismos en tiempo real lo que está sucediendo y pueden despachar la policía hacia el lugar de lo ocurrido. Pero mientras no se haga ley, esto no va a suceder. Son 25,000 a 30,000 bodegas que hay que instalar y solamente tenemos 50 bodegas hasta el momento.
Cuesta mucho, Mateo. Cuesta mucho dinero.
Cuesta 200, 300 dólares, básicamente. No es que el costo es tan alto, pero el monitorearlo sí cuesta. Y eso lo puede cubrir la policía porque estamos resolviendo los problemas que ellos tienen. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Hello.